Time for you to go beast mode. King of the jungle, cause you're in a mode. Time for you to go overload. Eat your competition alive, cause you an animal. What's my competition? Only me. Go head to head with my enemies and smash them to smithereens. Calisthenics burning calories. Bring that fire ready to blow up. Now we're the kerosene. You're a fighter, never gonna give up, never gonna back down. Get up, get up, get up, get up.
Welcome into Beyond the Blitz, week 8 of high school football in Arkansas. Somehow, some way in the books, and a lot on the line last night.
I can't believe we're already to week 8. Isn't that crazy?
It doesn't even make sense, and it's 9 weeks of play because of that whole 0 week thing. It's wild.
Technically true. A lot of really good games happening on Friday night, including our game of the week, which we'll get to now. Two teams that were unbeaten in the 6A East play, Catholic and Benton. The Panthers, their lone loss this season, coming to Bryant in the Salt Bowl in week 0, in the same place they faced Catholic tonight at War Memorial Stadium, home of the Rockets. And the Rockets not just undefeated in conference play, but undefeated overall early on, though Benton having their way on the offensive end. Drew Davis to Maddox Davis here, early offensive play for the Panthers. Almost a touchdown here by Maddox Davis, trying to use his speed, but gets pushed out of bounds barely at the 2-yard line, and soon afterwards, they'd give it to their guy, Luther Tucker, the running back who I don't feel like we talk about him enough on Beyond the Blitz. Big time touchdown there to put his team up 7-0, and Benton continuing to find success on the offensive end. The Davis connection has worked so well this season. Drew Davis once again to Maddox Davis. Feel like we're watching a replay. It sets him up in the red zone. This time though, Drew Davis finding Carson Cole at 14-0 Benton, and a chance here for Little Rock Catholic in the first half. Going for it on 4th and goal. Jackson England trying to find his guy, but cannot. PJ Jones was the intended receiver. Panther defense coming up strong, and the Panther offense would continue to roll in this one. Luther Tucker, another run from deep. You betcha. 21-0 Panthers and Benton. If there's any question they could be the team to beat in the 6A East in thetheir conference, those questions were answered on Friday night. 42-0 shutout win at Catholic.
Up now to the 7A, you've got Pulaski Academy, the newcomers in the conference, playing host to the team that many think could be the best in the conference, the Conway Wampus Cats. PA, though, going to be undaunted with the big guys coming in. Here come the Bruins, decked out in their October pink. And here comes Brandon Cobb, quarterback with some of the best stats, not just in the state, but in the country. Unleashes a deep ball, but it's picked off. Brian Robinson goes Willie Mays over the shoulder. Nice little return here, gets back to around midfield to set things up for the always explosive Wampus Cat offense. This time led by backup quarterback Wesley Tapp. No issues though, he's rolling to his left, lobbing this to Kylan Russell. That'll keep the chains moving. First down for Conway. Later in the drive, 4th down for Conway. Tapp again using his legs to extend the play and gets it to Max Owen. Little toe tapper there to set up a short touchdown run for Trey Harris. Makes it 7-0 Conway. And just like you saw in that first drive, the Conway defense steals the show here, holding the usually explosive Pulaski Academy Bruins to just 12 points. Conway takes this one 32-12, the final.
As you mentioned, Tyler, big-time Wampus Cats defense on Friday night. Let's move on now to the 5A Central. Joe T. Robinson and the Lions of Searcy. If you like rushing touchdowns, you're going to like these highlights. First play from scrimmage, it's Nick Abrams. He is gone. 7-0 Robinson early in this game. A couple of minutes later, different running back, same result. This time it's Deuce Williams, another long one, nearly 50 yards to the house. 14-0. Robinson is rolling until turnover by the Senators and misdirection play. The ball pops loose courtesy of Will Gaines. So this time it's important for Searcy to take advantage here on the offensive end. The only offensive really highlight we're going to show you from Searcy, but they can't get the touchdown pass right here. Ball is intercepted, and guess who? It's that guy, Deuce Williams, once again with the big interception, and the Senators doing what the Lions can't, taking advantage of the Searcy turnover, and it is another rushing touchdown by this powerful offense. And it's another guy who's with that rushing touchdown. Jordan Thomas, 21-0. Robinson. Senators would continue to run all over the Lions. Another touchdown by that guy, Deuce Williams, to make it 28-0 in the second quarter. Robinson would roll and win big over Searcy, 49-14.
All right, on now for some 3A action. Unbeaten Mayflower on the road at Episcopal Collegiate second quarter. Wildcats looking to get something going through the air, pick up the first down, but then a couple plays later, it's 3rd and long, got to be 4th and longer. We'll call this a coverage sack. No one open downfield. Just going to run out of bounds for a 10-yard loss, force the punt, and then here comes the Mayflower offense. Robert Cockerham III, ultimate run-pass option. Looks like he's about to hit the line of scrimmage. Instead, hits Cameron Willis. Picks up the first down. A couple plays later, handoff goes to Devin Davis. A little misdirection at the line of scrimmage. That opens up a huge hole. He is in for 6, and Mayflower rolls 49-12 over Episcopal Collegiate.
All right, let's go to Class 7A now. We'll head towards the bottom of the standings, but that doesn't mean that this next game wouldn't be close. Here's Kevin Luthringer on the big matchup tonight between North Little Rock and Little Rock Central.
The Charging Wildcats taking a trip over the river to take on Little Rock Central, hoping to get their first win. And after some early penalties, both offenses will get things going in this one.
First we go to Central's offense. Paxton Clegg dumping things off to Kelly Smith to do the rest. Stretching, he's just short. But don't worry, Alonzo Montgomery punches it in. Tigers take a 7-0 lead. A couple of possessions later, Centonio Dicus rumbling, stumbling, bumbling, but a host of Tigers will yank him down. Come on, give it to the big guy, and that's what they do. A couple plays later, and Dicus gets in the end zone, tied up at 7. Wildcats again here, and the fake is so good, it gets the cameraman, Corey Marshall, up top to Tony Wilkins. 70-yard gain. Fumble! Oh, but Central can't get on it. Wildcats will keep the ball. Few plays later, John Tavius James punches it in, 14-7. Very next possession. It's a reverse! It's a reverse! Man, this camera guy can't catch a break. Caleb Fleming down the sideline, finally ripped down after a 50-yard run. And then a fumble and a couple of bad plays, but Central gets it figured out. Clegg will scramble to the left, connect with his man, Christopher White in the end zone. That's going to be a touchdown, Tigers. Central hangs on to beat North Little Rock.